All right, Play with Matches is back.
We're back.
We just got finished filming an episode about a stepmother who got caught sleeping with her 15-year-old stepson
And
by her
the
husband and the kid's dad. And it is, if I don't say so myself, one of our funniest videos. Like, it's good, dude. You guys should definitely watch that
Go
episode.
watch that.
But we're going to talk about this Emmanuel Haro story because this is all the rage, right? Everybody wants to know what happened to this poor baby boy who, the parents have now been charged with murder. And I think what we're going to do, so they've been arrested. There's a bunch of developments there that we're going to talk about. But what we're going to do is we're going to start by watching a video that's going to get everybody all caught up on this thing. Because Dr. Todd Grande, his channel, have you ever watched him before, Ben?
I have not.
Okay, so he's like a psychiatrist or something, and so he does. Wait, how am I not subscribed to him? I've watched a million of his videos. He does.
If you're not subscribed to our channel, do that.
Yeah.
See how easy it is? You just boop.
If you're not like, you see how I do that?
Yeah.
Practicing what I preach.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It's a good move.
people assume that they're subscribed to this channel because they think it's my channel, but you're not. You're actually on the Play with Matches channel over there.
Yeah.
So that way. Yeah, why don't you also like this video and then tell us what you think in the comments. But anyway, so this dude's like a psychiatrist and he talks about the psychiatry or the psychology of all these different perpetrators or whatever.
Okay.
So we are all going to hear the history of this
His
case.
breakdown.
Yeah, his breakdown together, and then we'll comment on it.
Dr.
Okay.
Grande. Today I will analyze the case of Emmanuel Haro.
I love him.
First I'll look at the background of this case, move to the timeline of the incident, then offer my analysis.
So he is the quintessential, like, the kinds of people who go into psychology are crazy people. You know, he's like, I need to analyze myself and understand why my brain works this way, and that way I can make a profession out of analyzing people's
That's
psychology.
what I thought I was going to do with my life.
And proof is in there. It is.
That's what I'm saying.
There it is. She hides it well, guys.
Emmanuel Haro was born in early 2025 and lived in Cabazon, California. This is
like
89 miles east of
45
Los
minutes from where I
Angeles.
grew up.
He lived with his parents, Rebecca Haro and Jake Mitchell Haro, in a house on Ramona Street, just 210 feet away.
Dude, that is where you grew up.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly what it looks like where Gabrielle grew up, except on a golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The desert's a little bit more developed, but this is not far from my home.
Not at all.
From Interstate 10. Emmanuel's mother, Rebecca, is the sister of a killer named James Bushausen.
Oh.
On March 15, 2017, James shot his girlfriend, Jaylyn Amanda Keith, in the forehead and pretended...
Why would you kill such a pretty girl? Look how pretty she is.
Obviously, their family's got a screw loose, but...
that she must have done it to herself. This happened in an apartment they shared.
Oh, he tried to
Ultimately,
save us.
James was convicted of murder and sentenced to 50 years to life in prison. Emmanuel's father, Jake, is a convicted felon. Jake used to be married to another woman named Vanessa Aniva. On October 13, 2018, their 10-week-old daughter was admitted to Hemet Valley Hospital.
Oh.
She had a fractured rib, fractured skull, brain hemorrhage, and swelling in her neck.
Oh.
In addition,
Shaken
she had
baby.
6 ribs and a leg bone with healing fractures.
Yo, you don't break ribs with shaken baby. You can hurt the neck and the...
No, you can break ribs with that. If you hold them tight. Like, their bones are so fragile. Like, if you're holding them like this, you totally can.
Honestly, this kid didn't have a fucking chance.
Yeah.
Jake blamed his wife Vanessa for harming their child. About 3 years later, on October 5, 2021, they were both arrested and charged with willful child cruelty.
Oh.
They pleaded guilty on June 8, 2023.
She did too.
Jake received 180 days in a work release program, while Vanessa received 120 days in that same program.
What?
They're like,
Earth?
oh, that's fine. Hey, let's just move
California,
forward.
dude.
120 fucking days.
Nice job.
Systematic, like, torture of a... Okay.
Jake Haro learned his lesson and turned his life around. One thing was for certain, he would never be arrested again. In July 2024, Jake was arrested again and charged with felon in possession of a firearm and felon in possession of ammunition. He is scheduled to appear in court on September 2, 2025. Now moving to the timeline of the incident. On Thursday, August 14, 2025, at 7:47 p.m., Emmanuel's mother, Rebecca, called 911 and reported that somebody had taken 7-month-old Emmanuel. Here is what Rebecca told investigators. The Haro family was in Yucaipa for a child's football practice. The child was Rebecca's stepson. Yucaipa is 22 miles northwest of Cabazon, where the Haro family house is located.
Cabazon?
While at the football...
Can't handle it.
I know, Gabrielle.
Right.
Ignacio Boulevard.
Yes.
Guys, if you ever go to Walnut Creek, okay, there is a word that is the main boulevard. Ignacio. People will think
Ignacio.
it's Ignacio, okay? And I know it might spell Ignacio, but we decide what it is because we're from fucking Walnut Creek. Walnut Creekians call it Ignacio.
No, I'm down with it now because in Texas there's like certain words like Buda and like San Marcos. Like if you don't say it right, then...
Wait, you're finally tapping out on Ignacio?
I am.
About fucking time.
I mean, the word is objectively Ignacio, but everyone pronounces it Ignacio. So
well, this
there we go.
word right here is objectively Blades, but when we say it, it's Blades.
Okay.
Practice, Rebecca went to the Big Five sporting goods store in Yucaipa to buy a mouthguard for her stepson. She smelled an unpleasant odor and realized that Emmanuel's diaper needed to be changed. She decided to do this outside of her pickup truck.
Oh, this makes perfect sense. Her story is already adding up.
I mean,
She's all, ooh, stinky diaper. I'm going to do this outside of the pickup truck.
I've changed plenty of diapers like in the trunk of my car.
In August, in that area, it's 125 degrees.
Yeah.
That makes sense to you.
I mean, maybe it was a blowout. Maybe you couldn't get inside. I don't know. I'm saying I've done it.
You've done it in 125 degrees?
I haven't lived in 125 degrees with small children, but depending on the severity of the situation, sometimes you can't get to the changing table.
My point is, we are looking for reasons that the police
know.
would have been suspicious, and it's like, step one,
But that's to me,
weird.
that's not red flaggy. That's not weird to me.
Well, would it be red flaggy if, you found out that the baby's father had already
Yes,
been...
all the other things, yes, 100%. But changing the diaper in the car, no.
What do you think about Jussie Smollett going to get a Subway sandwich at negative 14 degrees at 3 in the morning in Chicago? Was that weird?
Subway's a weird choice at 3 a.m., just in general. Red flag.
In the store parking lot. As she was changing Emmanuel's diaper, a stranger said the word hola, which is Spanish for hello.
Stop it.
Why do they...
Stop.
No, he did not.
I love
Someone's all, wait, he said hola means what? Hola, did he say
Which is
hola means...
Spanish for hello.
Yeah. Hey, and I love how all these people who do these fucking fake kidnappings always say it's a Hispanic person. What's up with that, dude?
I mean, Yucaipa is probably
Yeah, but you know the chick...
massively, like, majority Hispanic.
You know the story about the chick in Redding, though, right? Who, like, left her stuff on the side of the road and then, like, had her ex-boyfriend pick her up and then he was, like, she had him brand her. Like, but the story she told was that these, like, Puerto Rican women did it or whatever. It's like, it's fucking ridiculous.
And that's weird.
That one, they did she participated in a documentary that was just on HBO Max. Like, I'm finally telling my side of the story. This all got totally blown out of proportion. And the documentary, like, they did their best to make it seem like this whole thing had been, and she was finally going to tell them. And you're all, this is just as believable as your fucking story before. Like, this is ludicrous. You are crazy. You haven't gotten any less crazy. You just... Anyway.
Just now have a
Before Rebecca
Exactly. Yeah.
could even turn around and look at the man, he knocked her unconscious. Rebecca said, quote, I don't remember anything since. I woke up here on the floor, and I didn't see Emmanuel, unquote.
In front of a Big Five.
Where
No,
was
hey,
she?
no cameras on the parking lot? Nowhere?
Maybe not, but where did she call 911 from? Like there?
She woke up?
I want to hear.
Rebecca uses the word floor. I believe she means the pavement next to her vehicle in the parking lot. As a result of this mysterious attack, Rebecca had a black eye. The police launched an investigation into the alleged kidnapping. They searched the area around the store, but they did not find any sign of Emmanuel. On the next day, Friday, August 15, Rebecca made a plea to the public while talking to the media, saying, quote, if you know anything, please come forward or take him to the cops. Please come and bring my son back. I'm begging you. Unquote.
I have to get this out. The only time that I have fully panicked when I thought I lost one of my kids was in Big Five in Walnut Creek when Giselle was like probably around 18 months old, like where she was like totally mobile.
Yeah.
I freaked out, dude. Like I could not find her.
It's
you
the
know,
scariest
I
feeling.
couldn't find her because I was just looking at a thing. She's right there with me, and then like I just was looking at a thing, and then I turned around, I'm like, Giselle, and I was like, I couldn't fucking find her,
That happened to me with Genevieve at Target.
dude.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
I will say, shout out to Target. Because I knew what she was wearing, I found the nearest like Target team member and said, like, look, my little one's missing. She's this tall. This is what she's wearing. He gets on the walkie-talkie immediately. He's like, code yellow, missing child, looks like this. And then literally 20 seconds later, another team member had her, and she had like left the aisle that we were in, ran into like the clothing section. Yeah. And I mean, they found her like hysterically crying, looking for me. But I mean, they found her so fast.
Dude.
Like, it was amazing.
Today when I was dropping Giselle off, she was talking about something and it reminded me of that hill that
and they locked down the store.
And he locked down the store? Okay, that's gangster.
Yeah, it was amazing. I was like so indebted.
That's awesome. But like, so remember the house that we looked at up on the top of the hill that I said gave me a panic attack?
Yeah.
Okay. So we brought that up and Giselle was like, oh my God, I love that house. I'm like, you're fucking crazy. I was like, like, dude, look at the hill that we lived on. She's like, yeah, it'd have been super fun to drive the golf cart down. I'm like, what about up? Like, what about up? And she's like, I mean, you know, that would have been whatever. I'm like, Genevieve would have, Genevieve is your sister. He's like, she's like, you're right. She'd have died. I'm like, she'd have fucking died for sure. There's no way that kid survives the next hill. 7 years living there with that hill. She dies. Yeah. You know, anyway.
She's wild.
Let's continue.
Quote, her husband, Jake Haro, also made a statement. He said, quote, whoever took my son, please return him. We just want him back. We won't do anything to you. Just give us our son. Keep him safe, don't hurt him, and make sure you feed him and change him, unquote. On Saturday, August 16, the authorities said that they confronted Rebecca with inconsistencies in her story. At this point, Rebecca stopped cooperating. She declined to answer any other questions.
Yeah, they're like, so we saw that you said that you came out at 12, but you actually came out at 11:45. She's a lawyer. You know, just instantaneously lets him know she's fucking guilty.
Yeah.
Investigators said they were unable to rule out foul play in Emmanuel's disappearance. On the same day, according to an attorney for Jake Haro, Jake told investigators that Emmanuel may have been spotted at a gas station in Bakersfield. It does not appear as though anything came of that tip because the police in Bakersfield said they had not received a request to search for Emmanuel. On Sunday, August 17, the police searched the Haro family home. 2 days later, on Tuesday, August 19, they seized Jake's car. Rebecca and Jake surrendered their phones, 2 iPads, and 3 Xbox game consoles to the police. On the same day, at 6 p.m., an abandoned house on Ramona Street in Cabazon caught on fire. This house is 900 feet east of the Haro family house. Several people were seen leaving the property as the fire started. The police said there is no connection between this fire and the disappearance of Emmanuel Haro. At some point during the investigation into what happened to Emmanuel, Riverside County Child Protective Services removed Jake's 2-year-old child from the Haro family.
Okay, so they knew. They're like, they did this, and we're taking the kids because we're going to arrest them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys get the point, right?
But I want to know what, do they talk about like what evidence they have other than the story inconsistency?
Let's read about that because I don't like playing a person's entire video, especially that's a new one, you know. Okay. Even though 5,000 people are gonna see it on our channel, it doesn't fucking matter. But okay, so baby Emmanuel Haro's parents have been arrested on suspicion of murder amid search for missing 7-year-old boy. So in Cabazon, California. That sounds ghetto. The parents of 7-month-old arrested.
That's where the outlets are.
Suspicion of murder just over a week after the baby's mother reported him kidnapped. Okay, so they took him into custody in the family's home in Cabazon. The agency said no other details about the arrest were made. The arrests were made during a law enforcement operation at the Riverside. Yada, several people. Okay, so. It's heart-wrenching for everybody, said Jennifer McCrary of Beaumont. I'm a mother and a grandmother. It's been emotional. I've been following it since it started, and it's taken a toll on me. I've been having a hard time sleeping at night just trying to keep up with the updates. Wait, hang on. So this is just a person?
A random person.
Hey, great quote, guys. ABC,
Yeah.
they're all, we need a quote. They're all, talk to one of the family members, talk to
a
whatever.
random
They're all,
mom.
they don't have any fucking friends. These are weirdos, like
Yeah.
methies that just beat up their kids. They're like, all right, we'll just talk to somebody who's been following the case.
I want to know like specifics. Like, when did she call 911? Did she call from the parking lot? Did she go home? Like, what? I need details.
Here, that's going to be right here. Okay,
It's
so,
not.
no,
Just
right
said
here.
It's not there. I read it.
Gabriel, there's more article.
Okay. Not enough.
You're probably right. Okay, so in regained consciousness, she told investigators her baby was gone and that he had been kidnapped. Boy's parents came under, was confronted with, okay, you're right.
There's like no details.
All right, we can go back to this dude and listen to his continuation.
Time I'm making this video, the investigation into Emmanuel's disappearance continues. It appears as though the police know more than they have revealed. Now moving to my analysis. It is not surprising that many people suspect...
Wait, he must have filmed this and stuff like before and didn't, like, he uploaded this, like, they hadn't gotten arrested yet when he filmed this, most likely, it sounds like. Because he's like, the investigation's ongoing. I don't think he said that they got arrested yet, did he?
I don't think he did.
Yeah.
Jake and Rebecca Haro had something to do with Emmanuel's disappearance. Jake's attorney has offered his opinion that the couple had nothing to do with the disappearance and has insisted that the Haro family is still cooperating with investigators. There are really only two theories here. Theory number one is that a mysterious man kidnapped Emmanuel, just like Rebecca said. Theory number two is that Jake and Rebecca caused Emmanuel to go missing. They murdered him, disposed of his body, and fabricated a story to escape responsibility. Another version of this theory is that only one of them killed Emmanuel. If Jake did it, then Rebecca made up the kidnapping to cover for her husband. If Rebecca did it, then Jake could be completely innocent because he's not the one who offered the story about the abduction. Maybe he's a victim too. If one theory is true, then the other theory is false. With this in mind, let's take a look at the evidence, both for and against the idea that theory number one is true. Emmanuel.
I would not let this guy be my psychologist. You know?
He's hilarious.
I'd just be like, listen, guy, I think in the hour that we've spent talking, both of us know you're way crazier than me. So maybe I should be talking to you about your psychology. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Emmanuel was abducted. I will start with the factors that support this theory. Rebecca told investigators that while she was in the store parking lot tending to a diaper change situation, a strange man took Emmanuel. That's pretty much it for the factors supporting this theory.
Like, imagine sitting in a room with this guy and I'm like, dude, I remember one time my daughter kind of just like snuck away from me at Big Five. I was fucking panicking. And then you look at him for a response. He's all, sometimes children walk away from their parents. You're all, thank you for that input.
Right. Now moving to the factors that contradict the theory.
Believe me,
I'm bored of him. Now he's just gonna go.
I knew exactly what you were
Now
doing.
he's just gonna go do a breakdown. I want more details.
I'll give you some fucking details.
A couple we already figured out surrendered their phones.
I mean, listen, dude. Hey, here's this implausible story, and there are no video. You know, like, I bet you there's probably video of the parking lot, so they knew she was lying from the jump. They confronted her with because she's an idiot. Like, hey, your big story. So I was at Big Five. Like, neither of them is smart enough, or whoever came up with this is not smart enough to be like, there's probably going to be a camera. You should probably do this somewhere else. You know?
Yeah.
Like, this is not a good place to stage your fucking fake kidnapping, dummy.
They are just keeping everything tight. So there's like no details.
You know why?
Except for they have the car and they have their phones.
I can tell you why. Is because the way that they're going to trap them is they're keeping all the details of what they know secret, and they're going to trap them into statements and that are going to contradict the evidence that they already have, and they're going to use that to really jam them up and then try to get them to confess or use it against them to convict them.
Yeah.
That's why there's no details at all.
That's so sad. There's no right or like no happy side of any of that. Like, if he was kidnapped, that's horrible. If the parents did it, that's worse.
Probably save that kid from a fucking rough life. I mean, as awful as that is to say, but it's like, that kid, that was not going to be a good life for that kid.
Well, it sounds like the 2-year-old was fine.
Based on what?
I mean, there was no, they would have mentioned, like they mentioned that his youngest baby like had gone into the hospital, but no mention of anything happening to the 2-year-old. I mean,
Wait.
it could just mean that they never went into.
Wait, what happened to that original kid that they hurt?
It's with, I don't know. My assumption would be like CPS if mom and dad were both.
Yeah. Our sister-in-law, this is what she does, is works with like the kids who come out of this, and then she works with the prosecution in the cases where they prosecute the offenders. It's wild.
Her job's crazy.
Her job is fucking crazy. She is like this ball of light too. Like I don't know how she keeps her demeanor given that is what she works with every day. Yeah. She's the longer that I've known her, the more interesting a character she is. Mm-hmm. First glance, she seems like a this deep fucking like fairy dust person, and she's actually got a lot to her, dude. Yeah. Like she actually reminds me of you in that you choose to have yourself be this light character that gives everyone the benefit of the doubt. She chooses to carry it like that, and like where.
Yeah.
That's why, like, there's a certain type of personality which I have that be very challenging to be in jobs like that.
I think it'd be challenging for anyone to be in that. Like, you have to have that kind of mindset that she has. Like, you leave it there and you live your life in happy positivity land, because if you go too deep into like what you do for a job, I mean, it would wreck your life, wreck the way you look at people, relationships, all of it.
Yeah.
But someone's got to do it, and I think that's like how she feels about it. Like, someone has to do it. Someone has to get, justice for these kids. Someone has to tell their story. So
yeah,
it's her.
Yep. It's probably better for it to be a girl too, like just in general, because like if you're wired to protect things that are smaller than you, that is, I mean, because I'm like, you know how we were talking about the guy that the guy with the French guy that had the the trafficking thing, and the like the kid and the dog collar and all that, like he was like that friend, like he was running that horrific trafficking thing. Kind of. And I was like, and I'm like, I just want them gone, and you're like, not enough.
Oh yeah.
Like what I was saying about how I don't want that on, like I don't want that inside of me. If I like, because when I say like, oh, I would hurt this guy really bad, like I'm not like just talking, like I really would do that, and like, and when I say it, I'm like, I don't want that inside of me though. Like, that's why I want to just put them down and they're just gone, like they're just not there. And this type of job, if my job was the aftermath of these horrific crimes against kids, whether I did anything about it or not, I would live in a constant state of violent fantasy, like where I'm like, someone needs to hurt these motherfuckers, and like this just be bad on my like soul, and then I would bring it home to you and the kids, where like I would say, like I would get overprotective of all of you guys in a way that was like not loving. It was just kind of psychotic, because like I'm thinking like worst case scenario about whatever, and I'm just wired to like protect the things that matter to me, and it would, if I saw that all day, it would just make me a dark person to be around.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, but anyway, this sounds like it is a tragedy where this fucking little baby got murdered though. So anyway, that's what we got for this video. We love you guys. Subscribe to the channel, ring the bell.